What are we gonna do today?
Not blow it up.
Gonna make some passes?
Yeah, don't try. I only got so much left over on the tires. So.
They're worn out.
Yeah, I ordered new ones, but they never came. So.
Film my intro, Tim.
That's the intro. Right
So
there.
hey guys, I'm Andrew Lavender. Welcome back to the YouTube channel.
Say it. Hey, say it. That would be fun as hell.
No.
Are you videoing?
Huh?
Are you videoing?
You
Yeah,
can handle 10,000.
Oh, yeah, 10,000.
There's only 10,000 people watching you. No pressure.
No pressure.
Look, no pressure.
No pressure. No pressure.
No pressure.
Okay. I was like right in the...
No, it won't open. It won't do
Half
that.
of it.
It won't do that.
All right, hey, Tim, film the intro.
I don't want to film the intro.
Oh man, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So we're out here at Clarksville Speedway today doing some test and tune. Got Sergio's car over here behind me. We got my car over here with a few changes I'm gonna tell you all about here in a second. And we got some rain that looks like it may be rolling in, but hopefully that blows over and we don't have an issue. So go ahead and tell you all a little bit about some changes I made. So I've been running the car on the slicks the past few times that I've been out. So a little different today. I'm on the drag radials. As you guys can tell, for anyone with a keen eye, you can tell the car's sitting a lot lower. So I didn't make a video, but I did put some different relocation brackets on the lower control arms so I can sit the car down and still keep a good anti-squat number. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. So you can see right here, I got these Racecraft lower control arm brackets. They got nice shock mounts on them, and then we put a brace across, welded to the rear end pumpkin, across from each lower control arm bracket. And then I got some really nice TRZ conventional upper control arms up there. Big shout out to TRZ. They make a great product. If you guys are looking for any suspension stuff, make sure you check out TRZ, man. Their products are top notch. They're awesome. So I got all this in here, and as you guys can see, look at that lower control arm angle, man. That's spot on for what you want to have on the radial. I don't know what the anti-squat number is, but I know it's up there pretty high, which is good for the radials. So we're gonna see how it works in the first pass. Got my shock set already. So the car's set up and ready to go. Sergio's got his out here.
My fancy wells.
Yeah. Yeah, Sergio welded all that stuff up as well. Did a great job on it. A few things have changed with Sergio's car, so he's already put the hood back on it. We'll video it. Huh? Yeah, we'll video it here in a little bit. Are you cool with me putting it on the video? Talking about what's done to it? Yeah. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure. So we built another engine for, we actually put a built motor in Sergio's car this time. We were kind of keeping it under wraps, but it now has a fully built 6.0 in it, so it's ready to rock. It's on the Fuel Tech. He got tired of burning up TH400s, so he went to a PTC Power Glide now. Built. So that's in the car. It's fully built. Aftermarket case and all that stuff.
Everything. SF5, everything. I went a little too far, but fuck it.
Hey man, you can't ever have too much good stuff.
Yeah. I got too many fancy parts.
Yeah, rear end's the same, but the drivetrain, as far as the engine and transmission go, are completely different. So your first day testing it, right? Yeah. We'll see how it goes.
I gotta make sure I gotta put something to put it in first gear, because I just made a mistake.
What'd you do?
I put it in second, and you have to downshift. I'm so used to starting.
You're used to reverse manual valve body.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Power Glide you pull all the way back, right?
Back.
To go into first gear. Yeah. And then you just shift one time forward going down the track?
Well, maybe. Depends how far I take it, so.
Yeah, we'll see. I think, hopefully we beat this rain, man, and I don't think it's gonna rain. It's supposed to go around us. Like, it's nice and clear up here. But it feels real weird about drying the track off. They don't really have a lot of capabilities of drying the track off fast, so when it rains, they usually shut it down. So,
Probably will.
You think so?
It's Friday.
Yeah.
It's Friday.
Yeah, it's been raining all week.
Yeah.
What time is it right now?
5:30.
Yeah.
Right on the dot.
So we're gonna wait for Jay to get here and check his car out, and then hopefully they're gonna open up lanes here about 6:30. We're gonna get up here and make a couple of test passes and see how she does on the radials. She's been doing really good on the slick.
said it says 10 on it.
Same thing. You want me to run glass? We even got that new sprayer that covers the whole track as he goes down now. That street car? Alright guys, so that last pass was pretty much a wash. The car did look really good on the leave. The rear end separated nice. It looked better than it's ever looked. The car ended up going at 132 60 foot. Spun the tires a little bit, and then I was getting some crazy erratic coolant pressure readings on my new coolant pressure sensor, which was cutting ignition, so that's causing me some issues. I let off about half track and the car ran a 6.0 at 91 miles an hour. 6.05 at 91, 132 60 foot, 370 to 330. So I mean that's all right, I guess. Got a little bit of data on the 60 foot anyways. I'm gonna tighten the rebound up on the shocks a little bit if this rain passes. Right now we don't know if we're gonna make it or not, so gonna hang out a little bit longer and do a rain dance, do an opposite rain dance so we can get this rain to go away. So fingers crossed. By the way.
Don't do that.
I tried to get Tim to film my intro earlier.
Welcome to Andrew's
Put it in his face,
YouTube.
like, say this. Say, hey, I'm Andrew Lavender. Welcome to my YouTube channel.
Yeah. This is vintage. Look at that. I got that from I got that shit from a hobby shop in Franklin, Kentucky. They said it's like a real Desert Storm sticker. So I was like, man, I gotta get it.
I don't even know if Desert Storm was in
With the turtle. you gotta say.
Driver, leave me down by check booth, please.
Tech
Back
booth.
gate where you bought your check card. Take it back there.
Alright guys, so back out here in my garage, I want to do a quick recap of the video before we end it. So, I didn't get to film much after the rain let up. We got rushed. We had to get up in the lanes really fast each time they called us. Just trying to get the bracket class over with, and then Clarksville does a Midnight Madness program that usually starts around 10:30 or 11, and because the bracket program went long, all the Midnight Madness guys started coming up and parking all around us and blocking us in. My trailer ended up getting blocked in and a whole bunch of other stuff, so super annoying. And I didn't get any time to video, but I wanted to give you guys a quick rundown. So the second pass you saw, I didn't do a follow-up on that pass, so I'm retarded and I left a coolant pressure safety on. The reason why I say I'm retarded is because my coolant pressure was acting up. The sensor was spiking to like 60 psi and back to 0 just erratically. Super crazy. And then obviously when I come back after that pass, there was no pressure in the cooling system besides like the normal amount from the heat. So there's no way there was 60 psi in there. So for that second pass, I turned that safety off, and I went up to make the third pass, let go of the trans brake button, and the car just spun almost immediately. So let out of it, got back in it, and it only trapped 116 on like 20 pounds of boost, which is like down almost 10 miles per hour for this car. Come back, I was pretty frustrated. Just loaded the car up in the trailer. We had to get out of there before we got completely blocked in and couldn't leave at all. Got out of there, come back, unloaded the car, and you guys know that I have the MSD coils up here now, and I have spark plug wires, not coil packs. And I got to pushing down on all my coil wires, and this one pushed down a little bit farther and snapped in. And so what was going on is I was only running on 7 cylinders, story of my life, and I hadn't pushed this down all the way. I brought the car back and I did a compression test and some other stuff on it just to make sure it was healthy, and it was. And then when I was looking at the plugs, I found that that same hole right there, number 6, the plug, here we go, so you can see right here on the plug where the plug wire was not fully connected, the spark or power started to ground out through the porcelain. Man, I just can't, there we go. You can see that the power started ground out through the porcelain right there and burned that porcelain up a little bit, so I replaced the plug. But other than that, everything looked pretty good. Matter of fact, you can see my compression numbers right here, they're all pretty good. So, didn't really get a whole lot of data, but we did have a good time. We got to see Rory's car make some passes. You guys saw Jake's car make a new personal best. He just put a power glide in the car. So expect more out of that for sure. But yeah, that's really all that happened. Hopefully I can get out and actually test this suspension. and start figuring out a tune-up to get this thing to go down some stuff that's not the best in the world on radials. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You know, like always, comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.